All right, we're heading to Pennsylvania, me and my mom, trip number 17. What's the date? It is, oh yeah, April 13th. So it is just a few days after I've been back from Arkansas. At it again. Not gonna be many updates today, because it's Illinois, Indiana. All right, just after 10 p.m. made it to the hotel. We're staying in Seville, Ohio, pretty close to Cleveland. So yeah, see you tomorrow when things actually start cooking. All right, so it's like 8:20 in the morning. It's Monday now. Gonna be headed to Pennsylvania now. All right, made it into Pennsylvania just before 10 a.m. Still 300 miles to go. Driving in the Delaware Water Gap. We're almost at Dingman's Falls, our first stop. Alright, so there's 209. We're at the parking area for Dingman's Falls. The road's closed, so we're gonna have to walk in. I don't know how far it is, probably like a mile. Anyway, Dingman's Falls. Here's Dingman's Creek, flowing quite nicely. Oh yeah, that's flowing very nicely. Oh, the falls is gonna be excellent then. All right, so we made it to the regular parking lot. We walked about a mile already. It looks like it's about another half a mile or so to Dingman's Falls. So I'll pick it up when we get on the actual trail. Oh yeah, this is awesome in here. Here on the right is Silver Thread Falls. Comes in a tributary stream, but I believe it's pretty choked with logs. But looks like it could still be kind of nice. Let's see. Oh, it is tall. Huh. There's a picture of it not log choked. Silver Thread Falls. That is pretty cool. Second trail bridge. Oh, so the boardwalk actually ends, and you keep going to the right. Coming up to the falls. There's other people here. The sun is blaring. Wow. there's another trail here. I didn't know it kept going. Oh my gosh, it's flowing heavily too. It's flowing a lot heavier than I was expecting. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Dingman's Falls. Holy crap. Alright, so that's Dingman's Falls, but there's a trail that came in from the side that goes up, and I don't know if that goes up to the top of the falls or what, but I'm gonna go take a quick look. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh yeah, that was just awesome. I'm baffled how much water there was here. I mean, they did get some rain the other day, but I've seen some pictures of some other falls, and it's steep. They didn't look all that different, but that's got me excited for other falls. That is very cool though. Ha! Massive staircase up there. This right down here is the little stream that enters in between the drops of the falls. Alright, stair cam. Yes, it is right here. As you can see, we're very high up. There's a boardwalk down there. I'm able to see my mom in the little olive jacket. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. Look at the trailhead. Now we're gonna bus over to George Childs Park, see the upstream falls. Take a look. That's how far we had to drive to get to here from home. Almost 1,200 miles. A lot of miles. So now we're at Childs Park. I tried my best not to block the gate. There's nowhere to park along the road though. But I didn't realize this, but 2 of the 3 falls here you can see when you're driving up the road over there. And they looked awesome. You could actually see them so well through the trees. I was baffled. All right, so we've only walked a couple hundred feet, and here's where the trail starts. So yeah, paved trail. And it's not far to the first falls is Factory Falls, and it's got 3 steps. Then Fulmer Falls, then Deerleaf Falls. All right, so we're still right at the start, and if you keep going this paved trail, it's 0.3 miles to Factory Falls and the falls beyond. But according to this, there's this other trail that is right here and is only 0.1. So we're gonna do the shorter but not paved route. Yes, here we go. Oh yes, a little more scenic as well. All right, so yeah, it just leads down a small hill and then you're right here at Dingman's Creek. Even though we're upstream a few miles, it's still just about as large as it was downstream of Dingman's Falls, so. See, there's a bridge coming up, and then once you get to that bridge, you're already to the first falls, Factory Falls. It's just below that bridge, and some stairs lead down to it. All right, so we came from that way. You can also come from that way. that's to get to the base of the falls. Over here, we get to the top of Factory Falls. Alright, so we're going across the bridge now. There's the road right there. That's where I saw it. There's a barbed wire fence there because I guess people were cutting down from the road. The trail's so easy. So, oh yeah, oh that's grand. Oh yeah. Alright, so you see the trail came down, Factory Falls, and then there's this awesome thing here. Ha! It's awesome. Oh, look at that, the falls is right in the doorway. So fun. Huh? And then right over here is Fulmer Falls. Oh my gosh, it just gets better and better. It's actually Arkansas all over again. It's actually easy to get to this stuff. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, it's way taller than I thought too. There's our trail down there. So yeah, that was a really good view of Fulmer Falls just from the top. So I wonder what it's gonna look like from the base. It looks like a pretty good view from the bridge, and you might be able to go up the creek a little bit for even closer views. The trail has been quite easy so far, so there it is over there, hidden away by that bluff, but it's over there. I can see part of it over there. It's getting kind of close to sunset, but after this should just be a quick walk down to Deer Leap, and then we'll head out. Shoot, I wonder if that's how you get to Deer Trail Falls. Oh yeah. Wonderful boardwalk up through most of this. Oh my gosh, you can see it down there. There's another bridge. Deer leaps at. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, it's huge. Yeah, I was gonna go up the creek, but it looks like that's very prohibited, so I guess I won't be doing this awesome view from here though. So there's another bridge here, and the trail can, oh, it doesn't go that way, but continues over here, so I'm gonna see if there's a good view of Fulmar Falls from this side. There's where I just came up. You can get to this from the top too. That split or from earlier where I didn't know where it went. This is where it goes. There's just so many different viewing angles you can get for this. Alright, so we're back up here. Top of Fulmar. Now we're going to continue on the trail down this way. There's the bridge we were at down there, and this leads to yet another bridge, third bridge. It looks like that right there. Looks like that's just above Deerleaf Falls. So yeah. So you kind of forget about how beautiful the forest is. Oh yeah, that is awesome. Because you're too busy looking at the falls. You can still see Fulmar Falls back there. Looks like quite a few stairs to get down to, there's more trail splits. Oh my gosh. Will I remember all this stuff from my website? That looks like that goes to the very base of Deerleaf Falls, which I assume is right there. So we'll go over here first. There's a fourth bridge. Oh my gosh. He must have had like a surplus of bridges ready to go. There's another view over there, but first. Alright, so we're here at the top of the falls. We came from over there, and you can get down to the falls down that way, but you can also go up these few stairs and get down this way. And then it comes back at the fourth bridge down there. So we're just gonna do that and loop around. Oh, this looks cool. This is really tight. Oh, and there's Deerleaf Falls back there. A few miles downstream, that's goes over Dingman's Falls. Well, you can see the devastation over here. Years ago, this whole area was closed because of storm damage, and it's only been open for a couple of years. Huh? There it is. You're not supposed to wade in the creek, but I gotta get over to that island, so. Here I go. Oh yeah, that is freezing. It's a little cold. All right, so finishing up at Deer Leap Falls, the last of the 3 falls here at George Childs Park. Yeah, this place was actually incredible. Compared to Dingman Falls, great day, even though we've only been doing stuff since 3 o'clock. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be another great day, and it's like, I just can't believe it. Like, we were just in Arkansas just a couple days ago, seeing all this crazy stuff, and now in Pennsylvania seeing some equally amazing stuff. It's like, I'm actually living the dream, and so can you, remember that. Yes, here's our hotel. Right in downtown Stroudsburg, and there's like restaurants everywhere, so we're just gonna walk to one now. It's awesome, bro. Oh my gosh, this gets so, oh my gosh, bro. Just walking along, walking to the restaurant. So cool. Yeah, we're at the Sarah Street Grill, which is actually on Quaker Alley, but yeah. Look, they just bring out a bowl of peppers. This one's a cherry pepper. I don't even know what that is. Apparently it's the spiciest thing around. Take a look at this. My pasta. Mom's got the chicken sandwich. Nope, no, that's a burger. Look at the pickle. Oh my gosh. This is so awesome. Jack, look what, did you see that, Jack? Putting Monster Mouse on the TV. Well, kind of missed sunrise, but it's close enough, and it's cloudy out. So yeah, it's like 6:30 in the morning on Tuesday now. I'm heading up to Tumbling Waters by myself. Mom's staying home to sleep in like a normal person, but I wanted to get 6 hours of sleep to get out early. Climbing up the road that goes up to the Pocono Environmental Education Center. This is where the trailhead for Tumbling Waters Falls is at. About a 3-mile loop. Oh, it's steep. Alright, so there I am parked back there. Here's the Pocono Environmental Education Center. It opens at like 8:30. So I'll be going in there later. You come out here, there's the road you came in on back there, and you come in this entrance road. That's where the Two Ponds Trail, which is one way you could get there. There's another way you can get there, but you have to walk down this road for a short distance. We're gonna hike there on the Tumbling Waters Trail, which I think is actually a little bit longer, but the way we loop back will be on part of that Two Ponds Trail, so we will see the two ponds. Alright, so I've been walking on this road for like 2 minutes. You'll pass an area where there's camping. You might be able to see down there. It's probably only a 1/10 of a mile or so. And here, very well marked, Fossil Trail and Tumbling Waters Trail. Eventually they'll split, but oh wow, and they're blazed in the color here. That's awesome. Okay, so following the Tumbling Waters Trail. So I've only been hiking for maybe 3 minutes, and here there's this split. Blue trail goes left, orange trail goes right. Do you remember which is which? I didn't, so I checked the video that I just recorded, and I see that the Tumbling Waters Trail is orange and the Fossil Trail is blue. So keep right here. Orange blazes. That's kind of funny that they marked the colors there, but not the actual trail names, which is like you would think more important. But anyway. Alright, so after maybe 10 minutes of walking across this road, this is the road that I came in on from that way. I didn't even notice this trail crossing. Oh shoot, and there's a small stream crossing here. I do have my wet shoes from yesterday on. So I came from that way. I've been hiking for a little while since the last update. Then you get to this old like chimney, and wow, we are up high. The trail continues over here to the right. We're getting pretty close to the falls. Looks like maybe a quarter mile further. But yeah, could be a long way down there though. We'll see. Yeah, I see it already starts dipping down right up here. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. All right, this one's for you, Jack. Does this remind you of anything from the Arkansas trip? I don't know about you, but this seems just like when you were hiking to Magnolia Falls, right? You had this nice trail, and then off in the distance were just wilderness. Deja vu? Alright, so yeah, the trail's actually been staying pretty flat, staying up on this ridge here. Somehow, even though it looks like we're in the middle of the wilderness, I can still hear traffic. So the trail keeps going around there, but take a look. That is a great view right there. Yeah, so not long after that bench, the trail steepens considerably. Just came down that. Still up very high. Yeah, I didn't realize this, but that view looking out, that's Route 209 down there with the traffic, so that explains why it's so loud. That's like the highway that runs along the Delaware River, and that means on the other side, and where that big mountain was at, that's in New Jersey. 1,000,000 tons of sludge from New York and New Jersey. Yep, that's why I just came down. Can't even see all of it. But yeah, since this is a loop, I'm not gonna go out that way. I'm gonna keep going. Let me show you. Up here, up that. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But first, take this left here. There's this waterfalls sign here. And we're gonna go down here. You can hear it. It kind of came out of nowhere, actually. So yeah, this spur trail is pretty short, like 1/10 of a mile long. I think you can see it through the trees right up here, actually. Oh man, this is like a lot of steps to get down here. You can see it there and there and there. The falls are back here too. So far none of this has been really too bad, but let's see how it is on the way out. Because I am going to record the way out since we're going a different way and we pass by the two ponds, which do have names, but I don't know them right off. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Oh look, they even made a cut in this log. Gold. Alright, so I'm hiking out. That's the spur trail. Just came up that. Oh boy, that was a little workout there. And I still have to keep going up. I'm gonna break for a minute. Oh man, I thought the trail coming down the way I came in was rocky. Well, this part right here, it's crazy. The end of the falls is so nicely built, and then here, just the rocks are just too much of an obstacle. Holy crap, keeps going. Alright, so from our last update was the uphill actually ended pretty quickly from there. It looked like it went on for a while. So yeah. It's pretty cool. There's this here. Look at how straight the trail is. See it go in distance. Look at that. Alright, so yeah, the trail's been staying quite flat now, and this is the first of the two ponds. This is Pickerel Pond. Quite large and very calm. Take a look here. I'm actually gonna have to get a picture of this. We're getting pretty close back to the start now, and it crosses another road. Yeah, we're within eyesight of the start at this point. Little brook there. Over to the right is Thoma Pond, which is the other of the two ponds, much smaller. And here we are, back at the start. This place is huge. I'm looking at the weather chart. Alright, so now I'm at the trailhead for Tom's Creek, which is over here, just off of 209. Oh, the trail starts back there. Okay. There's no waterfall here, but it's a quick 1 mile in, 1 mile out of just following the creek, so sounded like fun. And then after this, I'm gonna head back into town, get some lunch with my mom, and then both of us are gonna head out and see the upper and lower falls. I believe they're called the Indian Ladders, aka Hornbix Creek Falls, upper and lower. Bug! And then you need 0.8 miles, and that's it. The path continues up there, but I believe this is basically the end. Beautiful spot where it ends here. So yeah, I did notice at the beginning there was nothing that said no wading and no swimming here. So changed out of my shoes, of course, but you already know. You already know I gotta. Alright, so I'm back at the trailhead now, Tom's Creek. It was very nice, super easy. Now we're gonna head back into town, get a bite to eat, and then off to Hornbeck's Creek this evening. Alright, so we came from that way. We're at the upper Hornbeck's Trail. We're gonna go to the upper falls first, then drive back down to 209 and do the lower falls. They used to be connected years ago, but some kind of damage, I think it was a landslide, knocked it out. So here you go, you can get the... So here's what we're about to do, this upper section, and then this part used to exist, gone, and then we're gonna go back down here and do this whole lower thing. So yeah, should be only like half a mile or maybe even less. So it got pretty windy, but it's still like 60 degrees, so that's not bad. We just started and we're already near the creek. It started to very lightly rain, but if you look over the sky, I don't think it's gonna last. Oh yeah, this trail's getting somewhat rugged. It's in good condition though. Oh, that looks at the top of the big drop. Oh, look at these. Oh yeah, take a look. Oh, that is awesome. Yes, then that is most definitely the big drop over on my left. And yeah, there's the sun coming out. But yeah, it gets pretty steep here, but it's not too bad going in. Alright, so here's the top of Upper Indian Ladders. Oh, this looks interesting. What do we got up here? Nice. Oh yeah, very steep staircase. Yeah, so that staircase is very steep. And then now it continues. Here's the view from the bench. We're about to head back up there. Where'd the clouds go? Yes, I'm still here because I'm sitting on this little bridge and sitting here admiring. But when we got here, it was lightly raining. I mean, that ended fast, but and totally cloudy. And now, that is wild. So yeah, by the time we get to the lower falls though, the sun should be low enough we won't even need clouds. But it might even get cloudy again. The weather forecast is very confusing today. So yeah, it's starting to rain, thunder in the distance. We're getting close to the trailhead. So I got the jacket doing this, whatever you call this. And there's the top of a little unnamed drop, so the car should be just up and around. Oh, I'm so glad I got that on film. So we're back in the car. There's some light hail coming down too. Didn't get too wet, but it was a little bit. Anyway, we'll be off to the lower falls. This rain is not gonna last. Oh, we're descending back into the valley. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. What are we driving in? Where's the rainbow at?
It's mega fresh. So look at all these little purple flowers.
So we're at the trailhead now for lower Hornbeck's Creek. You can park on the highway or you can drive in like a 1/10 of a mile on the gravel road. It was fine. The creek is like right there behind me, but yeah, look at this. The weather is actually wild. Yes. Alright, so lower trail now. It's a little over a mile, I believe, one way. We're already right next to the creek. You stay next to it the whole time, and I believe there are some bridges. So yeah. All right, we got a bridge. I think there are more bridges, but this one's awesome. No guardrails. All right, so I've got a very massive bridge over the creek here. I'd seen some pictures of a really tiny bridge, but I wonder if that's just like not here anymore. Still coming up. Oh yeah, this thing is heavy duty. Ha. Oh yeah, that was cool. Alright, so the trail's been super flat. Here's a few steps. And yes, here's we're now at the third bridge. It's been super skinny. Oh, this is awesome. All right, I think we made it to the falls. Trail's been super easy. It looks like it gets a little steep here right at the end, but you're within like just 100 feet. So let's see here. Ooh. Alright, finishing up at Lower Falls. Quite nice. It's getting dark clouds again up there. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. I don't know my jacket this time. But anyway, yeah, the trail in, really easy, just kind of long. But the bridges were awesome. So yeah, great hike. Bushkill Falls tomorrow. Alright, so it's the morning day now. We're leaving the hotel, 8:30. It's finally time for Bushkill Falls. So they open at 9 and just a few minutes early, so we're gonna sit here on the side of the road. All right, so I came in from down there. We were the first persons to come in. We watched them open the gate. There's just no other cars here. This is just all their staff. So yeah, over there is where you enter to pay, and it's pretty pricey, but it's so worth it. So, we'll be starting here momentarily. It's pretty cold out today. It's only like 40, but it's not too bad. So we came up there, paid, and in we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, step. That door gonna. All right, so we got this park map. You can't see it because I don't have it open, but wait, let me try to fumble. Oh, they give you this when you get in. So yeah, very kind of confusing, but basically we're gonna hike down to hike up the Little Bushkill Creek all the way up to Penna Falls, and then over and see the falls on Pond Creek. So we're gonna do all the busiest things first, since there's still nobody here, and then do the stuff that's usually doesn't get as much traffic later, when it's, because I'm sure we're gonna be here for a few hours. But anyway, this should be pretty surreal having this whole trail to ourselves. They say in the summer thousands of people come here every day. All right, so yeah, it's very windy. Almost immediately you come to your first split. Here's the map. We're gonna turn left here on the green main falls trail and follow it down this way. There's Bushkill Falls. Trails go so many different ways. Oh yeah, this is just awesome. And we're still only at the first of 8 falls here, which is crazy. So there is Bushkill Falls. That is Lower Gorge Falls. We'll go over there in just a moment. Still no other people here. Loving that. Alright, so we're on the west side at the top of Bushkill Falls. Oh yeah. Ah, look at that moss down there. Laurel Glen is not disappointing. Almost just fell down the stairs. Alright, so there's the top of Upper Canyon. You come through that, it's a lot flatter up here. Adams Flats, in fact. And then here, the boardwalks finally end. It's been all boardwalk. And then this goes up to Penna Falls, which is the last of the 5 falls on Little Bushkill. Yeah, a lot of the signs here make it sound like it's really difficult to get over to the other falls on Pond Run Creek, but it is not. So yeah, I mean, it's no boardwalk, but it's still easy hiking. One last look back at the incredible boardwalks. The way we're gonna loop back though, we'll be back at the Lower Gorge Falls at the end, so we'll see it all over again. So the trail's been completely flat since we left Upper Canyon. Here it goes up a few stairs, looks like. Doesn't look like too many. Yeah, it looks like it flattens up here. Well, upon reaching the bend in the creek here, goes to the left, we are not at Penna Falls yet, but there is a nice boardwalk here over this kind of unlevel section of the hill. So. Oh yeah, trail gets a little steeper here. We gotta be getting close to Penna Falls now. I'll record some of the staircase as I do. Yes, here's Penna Falls. There's Penna Falls, and now we're going to continue up these the few stairs here, and it should flatten out. it'd be kind of uninteresting for maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll begin descending the second gorge at Pond Run Creek, and it has 3 very nice falls there. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. After the main, Bushkill Falls is obviously like, you know, the star attraction, and the Lower Gorge Falls is also very awesome. But then these next 3 are definitely the rest of the other best ones here. Although I did quite enjoy Penna Falls right there. So. Yeah, the forest up here looks a lot less pretty than down in the gorge. So yeah, you go up a few stairs after Penna Falls and then flattens yet again. Alright, so we've made it to Peter's Corner. So the trail to the left goes to an overlook of the Delaware River, but we're not going to do that. Or I might do it on the way out, maybe. I don't know. But we're going to keep going straight here to Bridalveil Falls. So yeah, from the top of Penna Falls to Peter's Corner, the trail is pretty boring, but it's totally flat. And then right after Peter's Corner, you can see it gets steep again. Oh yeah, and I see Pond Run Creek way down there. I'm sure that's going to be a blast getting down there, though, because we're pretty high up, as you can see. Yeah, as you can see, Pond Run Creek down there on the left. We'll be crossing on a bridge here shortly. Yes, I believe this right here is the top of Bridesmaids Falls. So yeah, we're almost down to the bottom of the first falls. We come from the top. A lot of stairs while we're going down, and there's still 2 more falls below this. Looks like the next falls is just right over here. It sounds like it. So yeah, Upper Bridesmaids Falls here. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yep, the top of Bridalveil Falls is right there. Wow. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. There's Bridesmaids Upper back there. Now you keep going down the steps and it'll lead to Bridalveil, which I think is the, at least in my opinion, the nicest of the 3. So yeah, we came from down there. Trail keeps going down that way to get to the Lower Bridesmaids Falls, but we're gonna go right over here to Bridalveil Falls. Very, very nice. Oh, that is awesome. There's Bridalveil, and you can already see there's the top of Lower Bridesmaids Falls. They are just like, it's only like 50 feet between them. Alright, so like 50 people in one group just came up. Look at this. Ah. Anyway, we're continuing down to the last falls of all 8. I kind of forgot what this one looks like, but this is the other Bridesmaids Falls, so we'll call it Lower Bridesmaids Falls. Oh, this is a long staircase here. carrying all the stuff you already know. Oh, you can see some of it. Nice ferns too. Oh, it looks like that's the best view you're gonna get. Way over there. Yes. Right there. Bridesmaids Falls again. This just fell over and I tried to get my nice cinematic. Well, I didn't realize this, but when my camera fell, yeah, that broke. Well, this is the last falls we're gonna see, but I'll still keep going, doing some updates if there's anything interesting, because we are gonna finish the loop, and we have a little while till we get back, and then we'll go back through the lower gorge, see Bushkill Falls again. So yeah, Bridesmaids lower is just around the corner, and then we keep going on the trail. Oh yeah, that was a big step. And it just keeps going around here, turns back into gravel, but it should be pretty easy. Alright, so yeah, it's a little rugged, kind of steep hill here, but I see the boardwalk starts again, so didn't stay dirt for long. Boardwalk didn't last long, and now it's back to the natural surface trail. This is a little more rugged than I was expecting, but it's still pretty easy. Oh yeah, okay, this is actually a lot rockier than I was expecting. Might have to bump it up from a 5 to a 6 out of 10 difficulty. Boulder scrambling. Now look at these baby pine cones. Pretty gold. Alright, so looks like we made it basically to the bottom, because here's the bridge over Pond Run Creek. Looks very scenic down here. Oh yes, this is the confluence point where Pond Run Creek ends at Little Bushkill Creek. Oh, this looks like this is gonna be awesome. So yeah, there, Pond Run Creek enters into Little Bushkill Creek, which isn't very little. Yes, and now we're entering back into the lower gorge. Wow, that just comes out of nowhere. All right, back to the lower gorge we go. Quite a few stairs here. We got a lot of stairs to get out of this place. Oh yes, the shadiness. Oh yeah, you can see part of Lower Gorge Falls that you couldn't see earlier. Like narrow section. Wonder if that'll be a good spot to get a photo of that. Wow, that is a view right there. It's awesome. I'll just keep it rolling. This is some of the best scenery I've ever had, so why end it? We are back We are back at the lower gorge, and there's Bushkill Falls. Now you're just gonna get way back up there. We're still trying to get back. We just get to pass it all again. Actually awesome place here. Look closely, there's people everywhere now. Up high, down low, right and left. So when we got here, we owned this place. Actual maze of stairs here, getting back up to the entrance. Turnstiles. They actually are very strict about not letting people get in here without paying the fee. Up, made it back. Huh. Remember when we were the first one here? Yeah, that was more than 4 hours ago, so. So you already know I had to buy a shirt, but look at this. 1,200 stairs. I had no idea it was that many. Anyway, that's $34 I'll never get back, but it's worth every penny. All right. So we're up at the trailhead for Bushkill Falls now. Supposedly this is a quite short hike, but there's a lot of stairs, so we're about to find out. So yeah, Bushkill Falls is the tallest waterfall in Pennsylvania, 180 feet. And then Dingman's is the second tallest, 130 feet, which we already saw. And then Bushkill, I was told, is 100 feet, so that might be the third, honestly. But yeah, it's separated into many drops, so you can't see all 180 feet at once. All right, so yeah, here's the top of the falls. All right, headed down to the base of the falls now. So I guess that's like another way up, because I thought I looked like that was going down first. Oh yeah, I did not realize that the last bit getting up to Cliff Park is like off-roading adventure. Shoot. Oh yeah. So there's a trail that goes over there, trail that goes over there, and then there's a trail that goes over there, and that's actually the one we're going to be taking. All right, so yeah, start over here by the allegedly, I've heard from sources, ghetto bathroom. So yeah, ooh, nice forest already. So we haven't been hiking for very long, about half a mile, and there should be a trail spot up here. Yes, there is. And you'll want to take a right here. If you keep going, that loops back to the parking lot. So yeah, after you take the trail split, the trail goes downhill pretty consistently. Then here it makes a big right turn and flattens, so yeah, we should be at the falls there in like 10 minutes or so. There's another trail split coming up though. So I believe we're at the second split now, and I'm pretty sure we want to go left here. It looks a little muddy. Looks a lot muddy, okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, after that little muddy section, it dries out and goes on a slow downhill. Another trail junction here, but this is actually just the same trail. It's kind of like a triangle junction, so you just go left and keep going left. The falls should be no more than 5 minutes away at this point. So yeah, the hiking at the beginning is not incredibly interesting. Past by those abandoned buildings at the very beginning. I don't know if I filmed that. I might on the way out. They were pretty sketchy. But once you get down here, it gets very scenic. And here comes the falls right up here. Oh yeah, that's very nice. See, we're almost back to the parking area and the creepy buildings down here. Anyway, it's like 5:30, so we're kind of running out of daylight, but we're gonna go to Marshall's Falls. That'll be our last falls here in Pennsylvania. Yes, we're back at the parking lot. Just before we got here, we passed somebody, and look, they made it up here in this old Camry. Alright, so I'm into the parking area for Marshall's Creek Falls. So yeah, this place has only been open for a few years. It used to be you'd have to like park like another 1/10 of a mile up the road in this little dirt thing. Only fit like 2 cars there, and you'd have to scramble down to. But now there's a paved trail and boardwalk. So yeah, here's spoilers, but yeah. So I was just reading this whole sign, right? And look at this. In 2023, they built the parking lot and the trail, so it's barely been open for 2 years. Alright, so nothing here says how long the trail is, but from what I've estimated, it should be somewhere between 0.1 and maybe 0.15 miles one way. Not very far at all. I can already see the entrance of the gorge, so hike at your own risk. Okay. Oh yeah, Marshall's Falls. All right, going in. It is like only 48 degrees outside. This is gonna be bad. Oh yeah, that's numbingly cold. Oh yeah, it's getting deep. I need to get up on this big rock. Oh yeah, it gets deep up there. Okay, this is as far as I'm going. That is a nice view though. I got you sitting on the bridge right now. So yeah, we're done at Bushkill Falls. That was pretty awesome. It was cool that I actually got to wade here. And yeah, now we're gonna go back to the Sarah's Street Grill that we ate at 2 days ago because it was so good. We're gonna eat there again. We're back. Yeah, good luck seeing any of this, but we got the soup, we got the pasta, we got
Chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwich. That's a interesting looking chicken sandwich, but
What's on that?
they did it again. They've got it all. Oh, I don't even make it. No way. I just lost. I just ran into this. Ooh, not bad. Here's the river. Yeah, this road, we're going down to Douglas Falls, which is only like, I think that might be the top of it right there, actually. Enjoying the bonus content, by the way? Yeah, this is the top. This road is actually insanely bad. There was like a bridge where it went up like 3 inches. There was this like massive mud hole. Well, it wasn't mud, it was water. But yeah, it was an off-roading adventure. I'm gonna get some footage on the way out. But anyway, first, Douglas Falls. So I'm parked literally just right up there. I can still see the stump. And then here's the road closed. And here's the trail down. It looks like somebody put these nice rock steps here. There's this rope here. I did know about this rope.